Star Wars The Clone Wars is what I like to call Star Wars Episode 2 1.5, because this is how Episode 2 should have been, because this is a better movie than Episode 2, it's better acted than Episode 2, better action than Episode 2. So the plot of The Clone Wars is Anakin Skywalker and his newest apprentice, Ahsoka Tano, must go and rescue Jabba's son from capture. But the devious Count Dooku, on the other hand, has other plans and basically turns that rescue into a fight for survival, while Jabba works with Dooku to see that the Jedi pays for their wretched treachery, pretty much. This movie's great. Fucking loved it. It's kind of slow, maybe because it's the first time I've seen it. I never seen it until up to this point. I like this movie way better than Episode 2. I like this. Whoever voiced Anakin, I like him better than Hayden Christensen in Episode 2. Because even though I liked Episode 2, Episode 2 was Twilight before Twilight came out. Let's face that fact. Let's face that fact. Ahsoka Tano. Now, I don't like some of the stuff Ahsoka says in the movie, like Sky Guy and R2E, and oh my god, it's so childish, so girly. I'm like, you couldn't make her a tad bit older and have her speak a little bit better dialogue? Because making her a young teenager, I guess she's a teenager, and her teen angst words, it kind of annoyed me. And she kind of annoys me for a little bit, but then she slowly grows on me because she slowly becomes the Jedi that she should be. And it's funny because Anakin doesn't want a Padawan, if you must, but Yoda insists that she worked with him instead of Obi-Wan, which up to Anakin's surprise kind of pissed him off, but slowly he grew on her, and I appreciate the little bit of character development that they gave the two characters. Since this did launch the animated show, which I have not seen either, so I don't know if I'm going to actually review it. I don't think I'll have time to review the show, because I don't know how many seasons it went on to, so yeah. If I do, it'll probably be next year when I eventually sit down and probably watch the Clone Wars TV series. But yeah. On the other hand, though, the action is nice. I like the action. It's well shot. Being that it's a CG animated movie, there's no boundaries of what they could do. They can literally do anything they wanted with how this movie was, and they actually kind of get away with certain scenes, especially when Anakin is flying a busted up spaceship in outer space. You couldn't really do that in a movie per se because of the weight of the ship in movie form, but since it's an animated CGI film, you can kind of get away with going a little bit over the top, which it does several times throughout this movie. Now, as for the voice actors, I'm not sure who voices Anakin Skywalker or Ahsoka. Only three main actors from the actual films come back. Mainly Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu, the late Christopher Lee as Count Dooku, and of course Anthony Daniels as C-3PO, which comes in at the last 20 minutes, but it's good to have him now than never. Better late than never, as I should say. R2 is like the main star of this movie as well, because he's with the two basically throughout the whole movie, and he assists them whenever he can assist them for fighting the droids and stuff like that. Whoever voiced Obi-Wan sounds a lot, and I mean a lot, like Ewan McGregor. Whoever you got for him is awesome, because I looked up the cast. It's not Ewan McGregor, but it sounds just like him, so that's a perfect voice replacement right there. I couldn't appreciate that more. Jabba's still an ugly bastard. Even in the CGI animated form, you still an ugly motherfucker. So is your son. I'm sorry, your son's ugly, dude. Seriously. Not CGI in the movies can help. Neither can the animation can help. He's just an ugly ass bastard. And then they give him a fucking uncle in this movie. Oh my god, I don't know what to say for the uncle. The uncle is like over the top gayish. He's so weird. He's so odd. He's like a girl. He kind of dresses like a female hut, which is kind of funny. You know, I'm like, are you a cross-dresser dude or what? Even his voice is kind of annoying. I'm like, you can barely you can't even understand half what Java says. But he speaks English like it's nothing. Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, better movie than episode 2, if that's even possible, but it is. I wish that this movie could take episodes 2 place. But as for my standing, I'm putting this as the events before episode 2. So this is, for me, this is episode 2-1. And then episode 2, the actual film will be episode 2 1.5. Because this belongs in the fucking order that it should be, because this is a better fucking episode 2 than episode 2. Even though I'm about to give them the same fucking grade, I will give Star Wars The Clone Wars a B+. Let me know what you guys think about Star Wars The Clone Wars down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? We are a week away. Let me say that again. A week away from The Force Awakens. Anyways, there is one more Star Wars remaining. One more. What is it? I heard it's an abomination. I will find that out. And you will see my review. Possibly a rant, but possibly a review, because I might like it. I don't know. It's the holidays, however. That's all I'll say. For Star Wars fans, you already know what I'm talking about. But yes, I'll see you guys in that special. Oh boy.